Alright, got a little subwoofer action going on here. Sometimes these are worth cleaning. It's a big aluminum chunk right here. But I already took all the screws out and stuff. Make this video. Don't need to make the video longer than it needs to be. But you just pull these out of here like this. There'll be a couple wires. I don't even have to snip those. Pull that out of there like that. Usually that's kind of a light piece of aluminum. Normally there's a big chunky piece of aluminum in there. But there'll always be a couple little motors. And actually it turns out that plate there is actually plastic. This is a cheap subwoofer. Anybody out there that deals with subwoofers, that's a Pioneer. Here's the model number. That's cheaply made. Normally these will be a big chunky piece of aluminum and there'll be a big giant silver piece of aluminum in there. But this is just it's just pretty chintzy, man. They went as cheap as possible on that deal. But yeah, you just take a couple more screws off, get that aluminum off, kick the motors off. Pretty quick. This one really wasn't worth the time, but most of them got some pretty good chunks of aluminum in there. And of course you always get the ½ pound of insulated #2 copper, or however much it's going away. And there'll always be a nice chunky little speaker in these too, if you want to take the time to get that out, just for tin. This one's kind of trapped in there, so I probably won't mess with it. There's no, have to take it apart to get the screws off. There. Let's see here, smash it. Now we're talking. So now you can get to the screws there. That one's got 4 screws, so I'll just go ahead and yank that off and take it too. That's probably worth about, oh, by today's prices, that's going to be about 15 cents. It's not much, but I got it open now, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. Alright, I'm just going to take that vacuum cleaner cord. I used to take these things a lot back when the prices were up. You know, if it was 10 cents a pound, I'd take them. But being on a motorcycle, you know, at 2.5 cents, 3 cents a pound, that's just not worth the hassle. And these shoes here, there's a bunch of pairs of shoes in here, but they're all pretty well worn and dirty, so a lot of times if they're in good shape I'll just take them and set them on the curb somewhere. Someone will come along and pick them up, but I'm just gonna leave those in there because they're pretty dirty. And these, what I did is I took these, that's actually a nice little bed frame, you know, some bed rails or bed frame or whatever. All the wheels are there and everything, so I just took it and set it out here like this. Either another guy that does scrap, you know, with the truck will see it and he'll snatch it up, or someone that lives around here, this giant apartment complex, they'll see it sitting here and it's a real nice frame, and chances are someone's going to take it, as long as, you know, as long as it's visible, someone can see it. I don't mess around cleaning the vacuum motors, but there'll be a little motor in each one of these vacuums. If you want to take these screws out, take the time to get it out of there. A lot of times though, the motors in the cheaper vacuums are real small and it's really not worth your time. But you know, if you don't have anything else to do, if you got time, you know, there's always a motor in every one of these right there. But I'm just gonna snip this cord and take these little cans here and be done with it. I remember being in Iowa, and every now and then you'd see a car driving around in the middle of winter with its windshield wipers stuck up in the air. You know, it'd be packed full of snow, you know, it'd be a foot of snow on the car, and the windshield's frozen with ice, and the windshield wipers are sticking up out of a pack of snow. I never understood how they allowed that to happen until I moved somewhere where there's not much of a winter time. And what they do is they get their windshield wipers so they don't get frosted to their windshield in the morning. And so note to anybody from a place where it doesn't snow much: if you ever go up north where it snows, don't do that. There's some wires in there, it looks like. Oh, there's something in this box too. Let's see what's in there. Premium quality blower motor. Let's see what's in there. And that's what it is. I don't think it's the new one, but it looks like it's probably the old one. It's always interesting looking in boxes and see what's in there. Looks like a bunch of garbage besides that. You never know, you know, it might be 50 pounds of brass or something all the way at the bottom of one of these, you know, you just never know. If you go around digging the bottom of every dumpster, you waste your entire day. Let's see if this piece of aluminum will come off here. Oh, no, I'm gonna take that though. It's got a nice piece of aluminum stuck to it. Oh. Okay. That sucker off of there. Oh well, I'll do that later. Where'd my motor go? That thing went way over here. Some cans in there too, look at that. Alright. Look at that there. That's a big old aluminum deck chair, patio chair. That's some heavy aluminum right there. Of course, that's not all that heavy, but that's good. Maybe 10 pounds or so. This fabric here on this thing is gonna be so old and decrepit that you can literally just rip it out of there. Usually, anyway. You know, the sun and the rain and the hot sun in the summer and the winter, and just makes this stuff old. Of course, I say that now, I can't rip it out there, but I only have one hand to work with, so you get the idea how old and gross it is. Anyways, you clean all that up. That's a nice piece of aluminum there. Alright, so there's the finished product. Let's see, how's it gonna get it on a motorcycle? Well, with a couple bungee cords. I couldn't get that aluminum off that thing. It's screwed on there in the screw strips, so I'm just gonna take it in there as aluminum breakage. This chair's a real nice piece of aluminum though. I wanted to show you this dumpster. When I sell stuff online and stuff, need packing supplies. Look at this. This dumpster is just constantly full of this stuff. Look at that. That's like premium packing material. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, you know, because you can cut it with scissors and make it perfect. And there's this bubble wrap, all the bubble wrap you could possibly ever want. And it's just all this good foam. I mean, look at that stuff. That's the good stuff. It doesn't get better than that. They sell that. I mean, I could just sell that foam on eBay if I wanted, you know. Just big boxes of that foam, just by itself. But that's just galore. Just packing supplies galore. I figured I'd show you this dumpster here. You know, I mean, it's just bag after bag after bag of it. Looks like we've got some wire in there. Aha! Look at that. Found some #1 insulated, it would appear. Yes, that's the good stuff right there. Doesn't get any better than that. Except for, that's gross, but If I can actually grab it all. That's a pretty good deal there. That's about a pound. That's about $1 worth right there. Just laying there. Take that. Oh! Let's see, some car headlights. Looks like somebody took the wires off of them. There's usually wires hanging off of them. Look at this here. 2 TVs sitting here. That one's been down there for a long time. I've been meaning to go get it, but I don't have the time to do it right now. But just gonna take this cord. It's 4:13 right now, and I gotta go over to my storage unit and get a giant compressor I found the other day, and I'm gonna take that up to the scrapyard today, and I gotta be there by 5, so that's why I couldn't mess with those TVs. All right, gotta load off to the scrapyard with this mess. I got that radiator in there, all kinds of stuff packed in there, and I'm gonna take this big old dog. I think weighs probably 70 pounds, maybe more. Probably about 70, give or take. You might be asking yourself, how's he gonna take that big old compressor on a motorcycle with that load? Well, this is how I'm gonna do it right here. Just right on top of my thighs. And you know how you see on TV those little captions at the bottom that say, "Do not try this at home." That's what this is right now. Do not try this at home. At this point, I'm pretty much a professional at it, so definitely don't do this. Score. Look at that. Oh, what else is in here? Nothing. Take that though. That's probably $3, $2 at the store maybe. I put the good stuff down here where it's nice and safe and won't get dirty. Put that down there like that, keep the edges clean. Oh, I wanted to show you this too, look at this. I found this earlier. You look at that, you think, oh, a little piece of copper. No, it's not, that's fool's copper. Alright, it's getting kind of dark out, so I'm not sure how well you can see this for sure, but looks like there's a little light left for the camera to use. Got a couple brass sink fixtures here. These are always real good to find. Actually, it looks like there's a third one upside down right here. I know that's just the copper water pipes bent upwards. But yeah, them are real good deals there. All you gotta do is just on the back side, these are frozen on there. Oh, there they go. Just take these off, and that dude will just fall right out of there on this one. That one's got some stuff on top of it. I'm gonna have to take it out. But I think that's actually no, that's porcelain. But I'll yank that one out there off camera so this doesn't take too long. I'll show you this one real quick though. Maybe. There it goes. Right there. That's maybe 3 pounds of brass. 2 pounds for sure. You gotta just clean up, just take them plastic knobs off and take that plastic off the back there. That's about it. Most places will give you clean brass. Sometimes it'll be aluminum. down here, so it might be aluminum. Just take that piece off. But a nice brass. Either way, there's a nice chunk of brass in there. All right, I'll be right back. All right, turned out this thing actually is metal. Look at that. It's not porcelain. It's just porcelain on the top. That's a heavy dog too, man. I think it probably weighs maybe 80 pounds, 100 pounds. Cast iron sink. So I'm gonna keep that. Look at that big mess of copper water pipes in the back of that. This is all pure brass fittings after that. That's probably, that might be, sometimes these will be aluminum here, but you can take them off. And this whole piece here, all this is all brass, and all the stuff inside is brass. So that's at least 2 pounds, maybe 3 pounds. It's getting dark, so I gotta get this down real quick. Look at that right there. Big old handful of brass and copper. Just in that little amount of time, that's probably, oh boy, 5 pounds of brass, 6 pounds of brass, a pound of copper, that's about $8 worth right there. And that sink, man, that's a big old heavy guy, cast iron. 80 bucks or 80 pounds. Used to be a couple years ago, that was probably $9, $10 worth of stuff right there, but that's probably, I'll get probably maybe $5, maybe $4 for it, somewhere around there. Well, not bad though. Add that in with that, it's $12, $13, $14 somewhere, whatever the exact weights turn out to be. Not a bad deal. And there's my weird little dog. What are you doing? Chris, Chris, what are you doing? What are you doing? Is that good? You like it?